your response to the fact that this inequality exists, it's impacting the corporate world, hence it's impacting the economy, and hence it's impacting society at large. So, just from a millennium, let's hear.
Yes, a younger person. From the younger
one. So if we actually look at it, I mean, in education, besides corporate, let's look at education itself. Women in leadership roles, such as principals, the gap is actually quite wide. Literally, it's in 2004, 34% of the women that are paid were principals. In 2000, state schools. Yes. In 2016, it went up to 36%. That's over 12. That's 12 years. I mean, look at that 2%. I mean, so it's really it's quite unbelievable that even in the education field, there's little done with gender inequality in the higher positions. So in the middle management positions, women are dominating, but in the higher, it's very minimal. And I mean, if you look at it now, in 2018, the last stats that were out, it was only, if we look at it now, it was only 37%. So in a year, it's only went up by 1% from, 2 years, 2016 up to 2018. Yeah. So it's really sad that even in education, women,
there's been no movement.
There's no movement there.
I mean, Fatima, you've influenced government with your history in working in government and being so close to ministers of education and ICT and all of that. What is your take out of what are the drivers for this? Are we our own worst enemy? Is it the system? Are we not taking up the opportunities? What is the dilemma? Is it cultural, societal? What is it?
So let me go back to what Zaheerah said, right, in terms of the women in leadership positions. And I want to go one step back. Do you know that with the new democratic government, since 1994, we've massified education at university and at primary school level and high school level. Yeah. So actually, at this point, we have more girls in schools than boys, the latest statistics, right?
Well,
I have them somewhere.
News,
we can look that up. There are more girls than boys in school, but the throughput, the women drop off.
Is the problem.
The girls drop out.
Yeah. And that's at a higher education level.
And even in matric. So for example, in rural areas, because the women they're child-headed households, right? They're collecting wood for fire, they're cooking, they seem to the other siblings. Early pregnancy. So there's a dropout rate. So coupled with this issue, we have women entering the system. We've massified education, which is amazing in terms of what this government
has achieved. Have we done better than other countries in the world?
We are actually progressing with, considering the sub-Saharan African countries. We're one of the more progressive countries.
Oh, that's good news.
We spend the most in education across the continent, and the OECD reports talk about that. Yeah. But we're getting the least output. The output is horrific.